Hello, this is Ithihas, a website that lets you explore history of South India over a 1100-year period starting from 500 AD to 1600 AD. It's an interactive website that lets you look at historic data in various views using a map, using timelines, and also lists and network or graph views. In this particular video, we will look at primarily the map view and a bit of the timeline view. On the top left hand side of the page, you will see the input panel where you can specify the dynasty that you want to look at, or you can look for keywords and search based on keywords. And perhaps the most interesting way to look at history is to look at history from during a particular time period. So you can specify both the from and to years right here. The data that we have in Ithihas comprises of historic figures like kings, poets, of course dynasties, and also historic monuments. So you make the various input choices here and press the search button, and you will see the data on the right hand side. When the page opens up, it already has a default input of 700 to 799. So you're looking at a view of South India as of the 8th century. It shows the dynasties in the map view, the rough location where they ruled from, and also their capital cities. So the map view includes the various cities, and the icon indicates what kind of city it is. If it has a crown icon, it means that it was a capital city. In this case, Vengi is the capital of Eastern Chalukyas. Manyaketa was the capital for Rashtrakutas, and Kanchipuram was a capital for the Pallavas. We also have monuments, so any city that has this monument icon will have a monument in it. Some cities like Kanchipuram have both the icons, indicating that it was both a capital city and it also had monuments. You can actually click on a city. So if I click on Kanchipuram, on the left you will see the city view in terms of the dynasties, the monuments, and the historic figures in that city during that time period. So these were the monuments that were built in Kanchipuram spanning that period, during any time during that period, 700 to 799. And these were the historic figures who ruled from Kanchipuram during that period, and the dynasty that ruled from Kanchipuram was the Pallavas. Each of these have links that take you to the Wikipedia page for that historic entity, in this case for the ruler or for the monument. For dynasties, we show in place, if you click on it, a pop-up that shows the introduction section from Wikipedia for that dynasty, and you can also go to the full article if you choose to. If you click on it again, that disappears. Now going to the top of this, we also have a timeline view which shows the various dynasties that were ruling during the same time period, 700 to 799. And you can click on these dynasties to get a full dynasty view. So if I click on Chalukyas, so then you will see the various Chalukya rulers who ruled from during the time period. If I click on Pallavas, I will see both historic figures, monuments, everything during that time period. The Badami Chalukyas, you have 3 historic figures and the Patadakal temples as the monument. We also have images for some of the monuments, not all of them. So let's, for example, look at images of Mamallapuram sculptural complex in the Pallava dynasty. So you can scroll through the images that we have. We also have captions for some of these images that have a very short description of what you're seeing. I'll show you how you can search based on captions later. So the other feature I want to show is the dynasty. If you want to look at a particular dynasty, then you can just choose the dynasty. You see that the from and to years have been already populated, which represent the time period during which the Choras ruled. So you don't have to know that. You can go and change this, but let's leave it as it is. And if I press on search, I will get the data for the Choras for their entire period from 848 to 1173. In the timeline view, I only have Choras because I selected only one dynasty. And the two cities that show up here, Tanjavur, if I click on Tanjavur, I will see the city view with all the rulers who ruled from Tanjavur and the monument Brihadiswara temple in Tanjavur. You will also notice that Gangaikonda Chorapuram is another city that was, if you click on it, you will see there is one historic figure who ruled from Gangaikonda Chorapuram, that is Rajendra Chola, who had that city as his capital. And there was another Brihadiswara temple from Gangaikonda Chorapuram. So this shows the dynasty, the way to look at one particular dynasty in the map here. Let me finally show the keyword search capability, where I can choose a particular time period, the dynasty, and also a keyword. So I can say Ratha and do a search. And you see that only one city pops up, which is Mamallapuram, that matches the keyword. And if I click on Mamallapuram, only the monuments that match that keyword, the Arjuna Ratha, Bhima Ratha, and Draupadi Ratha, and the sculptural complex come up. So you can do keyword searches, which is typically all you can do on typical websites for that have history information. Whereas with Ithihas, you have the search based on structured information such as time period and dynasty as well. So that concludes the demo for the map view of Ithihas. Thank you.